12th Fail, which, yeah, is a pretty weird title, is an Indian feature film based on a true story. The insane determination and persistence of one man, Manoj Kumar Sharma. You can check it out on Netflix, that's how I watched it, and it's currently, as of the time of filming this video, number 68 on IMDB's top 250 films of all time. And let me tell ya, if you're feeling down in life, this might be the movie for you. I highly recommend. Before this video continues, put down the word restart in the comment section below. Subscribe, like, do all of that stuff. Yes, my hand is still broken. It's always broken. Woohoo! So let's break down 12th Fail. Our hero, Manoj, starts his story in a slum somewhere in India known as Chambal. The town is known for two things: crime and the fact that everyone in high school cheats on their exams, including Manoj. The cheating is so bad that even the teachers help each of the students cheat. They literally give them the answers while they're doing the exam. It's wild, and I can't believe this was actually how it worked in Chambal. Early on, Manoj's father has some troubles with a corrupt police officer and ends up leaving Chambal to confront the High Court. It's pretty funny, at the start of the movie he throws a sandal at someone, and that's essentially what escalates with him leaving because he's sick of facing corruption every single day. Manoj is in class 12, like the title, and 1 year before the students can cheat on another exam, this legend, his name is Dushyant Singh, he's a DSP, a high-ranking police officer within India. He comes into the town and essentially ensures that there is no cheating moving forward while he's there, so as a result, every single student, including Manoj, fails the exam. There's this amazing one take in the film where Dushyant confronts the principal and tells him, hey, no cheating. It's really impressive. You'll watch and you'll be like, wow, that was one take. This one little act and some help from DSP Dushyant ends up inspiring Manoj. It changes his whole life. The young man has a dream to one day become a police officer. Dushyant has very simple advice: stop cheating. Lo and behold, Manoj does this, and only 1 year later, he finishes school passing all of his exams without even cheating. He's like the only student who does that. The story is full of many ups and downs, far too many to list in this video. However, with Manoj's dream, his grandmother gives him all of her life savings, like heaps and heaps of money, so he can go to the city and learn to become a DSP officer. However, after leaving his hometown, he immediately loses the money within literal hours. India, man, it's a wild place. So he's travelled far, far away from home, has lost literally everything except for the clothes that are on him, and to make things worse, the exam that he wanted to do has been cancelled by the government. Nothing is working, it's time to go home. But Manoj is determined. This is when he meets Pitram Pandey, another aspiring officer. Pandey is really well off, he's quite affluent, and he wants to become an IPS officer rather than a DSP. IPS stands for Indian Police Service, and it's really, really difficult to become one. There are 2 exams and 1 interview, but if you fail any of them, you have to start back from the beginning. Thousands go into the first exam, and only a small handful eventually make it to the interview, the final thing you need to do to become an IPS. In Delhi, the boys begin their first round of exams. If you fail the IPS course 4 times, you can never do it again. This happens to Gary Baya, an older student who, after his failures, opens a cafe called Restart, which is designed to inspire those who are currently studying to become an IPS officer. There's a moment where there's a song that goes, restart, 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 and it gives you chills. I would watch the movie just for that. It honestly, it gets you pumped. You feel like you really can do anything. And it's a really great moral for anyone to listen to, that if you do fail, you can restart, because you're not the same person after failing something. You've learnt something. Unfortunately for Manoj, there is a lot of bleak moments throughout the film as he constantly goes up and down. He has some successes, he has a lot of failures. It's all about learning from the past, focusing once again, and restarting. If you fail, you can always try again. A little bit wiser, a little bit better. Manoj fails 3 times. First during the first exam, and the other 2 times during the second exam. One time because he's a little bit cocky, and the second time because he's really, really overworked. He's working at a flour mill to support his family, he's then studying, and he's only getting 3 hours of sleep. It's insane that this is a true story. But there's also Shraddha Joshi, another student who's studying to become an IPS officer, whom Manoj falls for. At one point, after failing the exams and having a bit of a falling out with Shraddha, Manoj calls it quits and goes home. This is when he uncovers that his grandma, the one who gave him all of the money at the start of the film, has passed away. Everything is crumbling. His family is hurting, but if Manoj can pull it off, if he can become an IPS officer, he can make things better. So he goes back to Delhi, reconnects with his friends and Shraddha, who by the way, just recently became an IPS officer, so she actually finishes the exams and gets through the interview first. And with his friends, his girlfriend and their support, he focuses as hard as he can. Pitram fails his 4th attempt. However, through this journey and his relationship with Manoj, he realizes that he doesn't want to become an IPS, he wants to become a reporter. He's the person who narrates the film, and I don't know if they got the real Pitram. If they did, that's a really awesome way to tell the story through a real life friend of Manoj. Unlike him, however, Manoj passes the 2nd exam and gets accepted to do the interview. He heads to the interview with a fresh cut, a nice suit. During this, they bring up his class 12 fail and how everyone actually failed that exam that year. Oh, and Shraddha, the cutie, gives him a good luck letter before the interview. He reads this right before he goes into the room to meet with the other IPS officers, and she essentially says that she wants to marry him, which just gives him a boost of energy that he can do it. Well, after the interview and after 2 months of waiting, Manoj sees the results. He's passed, and he's given the rank of an IPS officer. At the end of the movie, in his IPS uniform, Manoj reunites with DPS Dushyant, the man who inspired him all the way at the beginning of the film in his hometown. It's a beautiful scene as the two hug. You can see the impact that only one person can make on a young, aspiring, and hardworking person. 12th Fail is based on a non-fiction book written by Anurag Pathak about the real-life Manoj Kumar Sharma, who, well, did everything that I just outlined before. It was directed, produced, and written by Vidhu Vinod Chopra, who's best known for the film 3 Idiots, which is apparently also really good. I haven't seen it yet, but it's number 85 on IMDB's top 250, so definitely gonna watch it soon. The camera work is quite impressive. There was plenty of times where I was like, damn, that was a great shot, or the amount of really long takes that they do throughout the film, the cinematography, how everything's shot. There's some really great openings as well. You can really feel the determination of Manoj throughout the movie. The bleaker moments feel bleak through how they film everything, through the sound design. It's really impressive. Also, the main actor, his name is Vikrant Massey. He plays Manoj. There's something about him, you just feel for him and you want him to do well, and you can just tell that he's a good person trying his best, but the world keeps pushing him down. So kudos to the actor, he did an amazing job. Like many Bollywood films, I haven't seen too many, but I've seen a few. It is long, very long, but it's really well paced. There's never a dull moment throughout the movie. It's quite a simple story, but it does a really good job at exploring Manoj's failures and triumphs. Oh, and throughout the film, a lot of the actors start speaking English, because a lot of them are studying it while also studying to become IPS officers, and it's really trippy as a native English speaker, because I'm so used to reading the subtitles and then they start speaking my language. It's very confusing. It's an inspirational story, one of the most inspirational stories, and Manoj's life deserves to be preserved in such cinematic glory. Just know that if you're feeling down like Manoj, you can restart. Oh, such a good song. I'm gonna go study to become an IPS officer, so I'm gonna be in Delhi. Bye.